Hello guys, welcome back. I apologize early if you hear some talking in the next room. That's my daughter having a social life with her friends on FaceTime. So it's a crazy house, what can I say? So let's pick up where we left off yesterday. We talked about what a budget is. It's a quantitative plan estimating when and how much cash or other resources will be received and when and how much cash or other resources will be used. So that's a lot of items to be presented in a budget. And of course, a company with complex operations, they're going to have a complex budget. So as you saw in the reading for section 7.2, we start to get into the operating budgets. We are introduced to the concept of a master budget. And a master budget is simply a set of interrelated individual budgets. Because as we said, if it's a complex company, they're going to have a lot of budgets. So they actually do have a lot of individual budgets. And then the collection of all those individual budgets is what's referred to as the company's master budget. In section 7.2, we're going to talk about just the operating budgets. So let's go through that. So first, let me show you the components of the master budget. It starts with the sales budget, which leads into the production budget. The production budget then drives three separate budgets. The DM budget, I'll abbreviate there. The DL budget, basically all your product costs. DM, DL, and MO budgets. Look at all these individual budgets we're already seeing, and we're not even done with operating. Okay, so then all of these come back. Yep, that's my daughter meowing in the other room if you can't hear her. Crazy house. And then we have a selling and admin budget. Finally, leading into our budgeted income statement. Budgeted income statements. So all of these individual budgets together, those make up the company's operating budgets. Why do we call them operating budgets? Because they are budgets that calculate the company's income from operations, right? We see income from operations on the income statement. So all these individual budgets are needed to calculate that final amount. So that is the operating budget that we will be focusing on in section 7.2. We're not even done with all the components of the master budget. So I'll go ahead and round that out for you now. The master budget, master budget includes a few more budgets. So these are your operating budgets, the individual budgets that determine the company's net income. What else rounds out those individual budgets to make up the master budget? What are called your financial budgets? Financial budgets. There are three financial budgets. There is the capital expenditures budget, or CapEx budget, as you may have heard before. Capital expenditures budget. There's then the cash budget, which is determined by most managers as the single most important budget in this whole process, because if you don't have cash, you're not going to be able to survive in business for long. And then the last budget is your budgeted balance sheet. Budgeted balance sheet. So all of these individual budgets make up the master budget. And if we had to separate the master budget into two categories, it would be operating and financial. So again, we're going to focus on our operating budgets first. And then later on, we'll do a separate video addressing the financial budgets. So that's just an overview of the individual budgets leading into the master budget, and we'll focus on this section in the next video.